This Goldie guy is weird. Climb my Empire State Building.
Hey, yo,
Hmm?
what does that even mean?
What? She wants your CPO. What? What?
No, bro. Welcome back, everybody, to the second ever episode of the Just Chatting podcast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Today's episode is sponsored by none other than HelloFresh. Once again, big shout out to the sponsor. Make sure you use my code. You know my code. It's going to be in the links in every single description, everywhere. You know how I do. And today our special guest is Gxldiee, my man. Let me, tell the people a bit about
Yes.
yourself.
Yes, sir. Well, my name's Goldie. I'm pretty much just your. I'm just an everyday dude. I'm really just your natural everyday dude, bro. I'm pretty much a guy with a big heart, a lot to give, really positive. I'm pretty much a sweetheart. Um, Main things to really just know about me: I'm calm, I'm reserved.
Mm-hmm.
I keep to myself. I really stay out the way. I'm really just a positive person. I wouldn't say like I'm a people person, but I'm a person that's always gonna be there to help people and always try my best to do what I can and always do what's right. But overall, I'm just me. It's like it's hard to really explain me to a degree, but once you really like
This nigga
get
spitting.
to know me and shit, like outside of streaming and all that, you kind of get to see why I'm just kind of a whole different breed. But
Indeed, indeed.
overall, I'm just me. I just be chilling.
And that's all you need to be, man. Alright, y'all, we're gonna get into these questions. I know y'all, that's what y'all all been waiting on. That's all, what y'all all been waiting for real, for real. So I think we're gonna start off with something like, my standard question. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really just chilling right now. My day kind of was stressful after doing the artwork and shit, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just some slight shit. But how
Mm-hmm.
your day been, X?
Shit, you know me. I've been big chilling for real. Got to work out in the morning. Got my hair
Shit,
done.
I
I'm
feel
chilling. I'm
that.
chilling.
Bro, what is like your workout like regimen? Like, do you just kind of go at something, or like you kind of have like a set in stone like routine
Oh
type
my
shit?
god, I wish I had a set routine, bro. I really I don't know. It's like I wake up and whatever I feel like hitting, that's what I hit. Like it's mostly legs.
Yeah.
I think my leg workouts have been like the most consistent throughout the weeks. Cause I dance. I did ballet for like 12 years. So like the shape of my legs, the tone of my legs is very very important.
Yeah, bro, I feel that. I kind of low key need to do legs more because shit, it's like what my build is what I would say. It's like a lean muscular build or like a sleeper bod, if you get what I mean. So
This
it's
boy
kind of
talking
like
about 2K characters. Ain't no way.
basically 2K characters. Like you can't really like you can tell they low key work out or they work out, but like you have to be like low key like you got to be like observant as fuck to notice type shit.
Yeah.
But I would say like most of the shit that I prefer doing when I work out is like upper body. I don't really do lower body. I mostly like working on my
Man,
arms and
you
my chest.
selling. You selling. Ladies love a man with nice legs. They don't be saying it, but they love a man that don't skip leg day. That's a fact.
Shit. I mean, naturally, I got some nice ass legs, but shit, I'm a def work on my legs though, cause shit. If they say they do, they say they do.
Indeed, indeed. All right. So for this episode, um, just based off from being in your chat and whatnot, and watching your
Yeah.
streams, I thought we would do a more personable kind of questions, kind of podcast style, because I feel like you
Okay.
would you would fall into that a little easier, a little more. So
Yeah, I feel you.
what I really wanted to know from you was, why did you start streaming?
I originally started streaming because at the time I was kind of going through some things,
Mm-hmm.
low key, where I felt I wasn't really being appreciated and cared like that. And I ain't saying like family and shit. I was going through like relationship issues and shit. I would say that's like a little reason why I started it, but the main reason really aside from that was because this was something I've wanted to think and do for years. I've always wanted to stream. I just never really knew how to go about it. So I just sat back and observed, researched, planned out, and just thought about how to really kick that shit off because I was never a really sociable person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I said that right, but
You did. You did. You good. You good.
but I always grew up like kind of introverted,
Mm.
and me being a calm and reserved person, I kind of became more and more and more like I wouldn't say closed off, but more just quiet because I feel like sometimes what I say wasn't valued, and at times I feel like I just didn't need to be having conversations with people, and sometimes I didn't want to talk to a lot of people because of the way people treated me. So I just left it at that. But I mainly wanted to do this streaming shit because it was just something I really wanted to do for years. I thought about this shit since I was like 10. Like I wanted to do
Damn.
this shit, and I mean, I think back then, like on my PS4, bro, I used to be like streaming anything. Like I never really thought about it. I just took shots in the dark thinking, "Oh, I would get like a couple people staying in my shit." When in
Yeah.
reality, nobody stayed in my shit at all, bro. Like they would just come in there for like 5 seconds and dip. Cause most of the time it was just me streaming with my friends and that was it. And it would be like any game, like Division 1,
Oh my
Battlefield 4.
god.
Yeah,
Old
them
school
old
shit for
days.
real.
Yeah. That was like 2016, and I swear, bro, 2016 I still think was like the last good year of games until everything went to shit.
True.
Like I even streamed I think Apex back when it first started, and I still think the first season of Apex is the best thing to me, to be honest. I feel like just I'll get into Apex at in a later bit, bro. But oh my god, but
How long
I
did you
mainly
real quick, how long did you do the whole like streaming to one person kind of thing?
streaming to one person.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't even say. It's like I really the way I can say how I guess I started getting at least like a person watching my shit was that I just networked. Like I randomly stumbled into this community, and I just noticed that this one person followed me, and her name was Irie,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't really pronounce the last name. I think it's Daenerys. Yes, yeah.
Ivory Denier.
So
Shout out Ivory.
yeah, Irie Daenerys or something like that. But I got into her community and I did not know what I was walking into. And I ain't saying it was anything bad. It was actually a very positive community. Like it was amazing. Like I
That's what
didn't
I
know there
fuck
could
with.
be people like that on Twitch, like real people that didn't
Mm-hmm.
put on a mask, didn't like try to I like mimic something that they weren't or be fake. They were just being them, just being themselves. And that's something I cherished immediately right off the bat. Like I could tell she was a genuine person. So I followed her and I stuck with her for like at least months. And I mean months. Like I built a bond with somebody over a computer that I
Literally.
look like I considered, and it's crazy, but I considered her my aunt. Like she literally helped me through a lot of things personally and with Twitch stuff. Like without her, I wouldn't really have the dedication and drive that I have with this, and I've really always been thankful for her because I wouldn't have really met majority of y'all through other streamers that got me to this point that I'm currently at now because I wouldn't have met Glitch, I wouldn't have met you, I wouldn't have met anybody else without starting with her community. And I still go back, watch her streams, and even though I may not talk as much in there, but I still go back, I still interact with her, I still talk to her. I'm still supporting her either way at the end of the day. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like it ain't like we had no falling out or anything. I'm still cool with her, she's still cool with me. And honestly, she is an amazing person. So she's just I'm just grateful that I stumbled across a huge community that I'm still really seeing how much she's affected and how many people she has in that community. It's insane how beautiful Twitch is because of just that right there. Just stumbling across one community and then that shit is like a whole sub community and now you
Yep.
basically just found the whole black streamer Twitch community. Like just its own circle, its own pocket. It's just it's just amazing. Like and
Mm-hmm.
it just determined me like I want to have my own community like that. I want to have some goofy shit like that. Like people that just fuck with me for me. They don't care how much I sweat in the game or I fuck up. Like I'm just being me at the end of the day, and I think that's what I appreciate. And I just want people who are genuine and who are real. I ain't trying to put on a mask for nobody.
And I
See
feel
my
like
point.
you do that very very well with your community. Like every single stream I've been in, it's always been good vibes from you. It's like I don't know. It's very apparent that you try to keep like good vibes all around in your chat. You always find a way to just make the best of every single situation. Like even if you're like selling in the game or you're like teeing up in the game, you keep it a good vibe constantly throughout every single stream, and I really fuck with that.
Definitely, cause man, if I can tell you one thing, it ain't worth getting mad on stream, cause then that's when people be like, "What is he mad about?" type shit. That's why I try to just be like, bro, if I'm getting heated, I'm gonna just be like, let me like stop for a couple of seconds, or let me just like end stream type shit. I've never had to end stream because I've been heated,
Yeah.
but I've been close before
Ooh, I'm
because
gonna
I
get you
don't
to that
like
point.
having
I'm gonna
people
get
see
you to
me
that
get
point.
angry. Yeah, so it's just I always want to make my community welcoming, and I always want to make sure that everyone's treating each other with respect, and everyone's also just initiating with all the goofy shit and just being them and just just having fun with this shit. Because at the end of the day, bro, we don't come on this website to deal with bullshit. We come on this website to be happy and
Facts.
be loved and actually interact with people who care about us at the end of the day, not people who put on a mask and say they do.
Hmm.
Like,
Have you ever had like a either with like another streamer or like in your chat? Have you ever had a like bad interaction before?
ooh, yeah, I've had at least I would say two or one, but it ain't like they're massive, like they were terrible or they drastically changed my perspective. It's more like people who just come in and say like some troll shit. Like they'll say
Mm-hmm.
one time I was playing Devil May Cry 5 and I was speaking like how I'm speaking right now. Bro comes in chat and I don't know if keeping here he might remember what I'm talking about, but some random dude just come here and say, "Where's your motivation?" I was like,
What nigga?
bro, like what, dude? Like what kind of motive? Like what are you talking about, bro? Like do you know like behind the screen that you saying that stupid shit, how much work I put in for through this shit, and I'm only getting like, and I'm only putting in more work every damn day. Like, what do you mean? Where's my motivation? I don't have to show my motivation. I can show my dedication, but you don't see that. You just brought your little ass in here. Like, what do you mean? Where's my motivation? Like that just made me a little bit heated, but I was like, you know what, bro? I'm focused on this game, and I was literally having the time of my life playing Devil May Cry 5, bro. And he just low key fucked up my vibe when he said, "Where's your motivation?" Like, bro, you want me to be screaming at the top of my lungs? You want me to sound like a clickbait YouTuber? Like, hi guys, today I'm playing Devil May Cry 5.
Nigga, the
Like,
voice switch up is crazy, my boy.
like, like, no, bro. Like, come on now. I ain't trying to make some exaggerated voice and like no, bro.
I
I
feel that
just
though. I feel like
I,
I don't know. I feel like being in this kind of space, like the doing the job that we do, it's more like
yeah.
it makes it so easy for people to kind of like judge us without knowing anything. You know,
Yeah, because
because
I think
we're so vulnerable in the
we're
space.
so vulnerable and this job is it takes a lot of strength to get on a camera every single night, day, whatever. It takes a considerable amount of mental strength. Like and you don't notice it right as you turn on that camera and start your stream, you are basically signing yourself up for anything to come your way.
Literally.
Anything. And that can even mean no matter if you got a VPN up, you got all this protection set up, you have your IP spoofed, all this shit, you have everything straight. It don't matter. Someone's gonna find a way to fuck your shit up. It don't matter. Like you literally assigning yourself up for just to be hate rated, anything, and you kind of just have to sit there and be like, you gotta know how to handle this.
Yeah, and you have to like know how to handle it immediately. It's not like you get any time to like prepare for it. Like it just happens in the moment. You have to react to it in that moment without like any preparation or
Exactly.
anything.
And it's like you just have these people who are like armchair Twitch streamers, and I ain't saying like they,
Hey, yo, I
I
got
ain't
an
saying like we have
armchair. Yeah, I
streamers that
do.
are like, I ain't saying like streamers that are like fucking like telling us what to do. I'm saying like motherfuckers who think that they're Twitch streamers, and we're saying and like those random motherfuckers like the dude that just came in my chat saying where's my motivation and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Them type of motherfuckers, them dudes who sit there and think they know how a Twitch streamer should act, move, and feel. Like motherfucker, we not robots. We're human beings, bro. Even the people who put on a mask and make you determine what you think is a Twitch streamer, them motherfuckers have human and natural emotions too. They just hide it because they're afraid to express the true them.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand why, because they are popular as fuck, but I don't see why being so popular should be okay to justify masking your emotions and how you truly feel, bro. You should always be transparent with what you are going through to your community, especially if it is a very popular community, because that's not only going to help them appreciate that, but that's going to make them fuck with you in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So why hide that?
Mm-hmm. And not just like fuck with your streams or like I don't know, like your content, more of like literally like you as a person, who you are. Like that translates to them showing up more to streams. Some people post it on YouTube and TikTok and all that. They'll fuck with that content more, and they'll like if there's a chance to meet you in person, they'll take that chance because they know you're a genuine person, and they know they're
Right.
gonna get that back.
I've
So
always thought
yeah,
about meeting some of my viewers though, low key, but it's like, bro, that's always scary to think about. It's a very scary thought, low
true.
key, because it's like you just never know. But then again, it's like it'd be cool because you never know and shit. I've just never saw myself as a popular person. Like I've never wanted to be. I've always wanted to just be loved. I just wanted to be respected, type shit. Like I have my own little corner that I can sit at in the lunch table
Yeah.
and be like, it don't matter. Like I'm loved here.
Facts. And I feel
But
like Twitch is also like that's one of the kind of pros of Twitch. Like you do have the ability to find that community and get that feeling from that community and know that it's real and genuine. And I fuck with that a lot. Like like
definitely.
there's gonna be those like times where it's like no one in your streams and you're just streaming to literally you. But I think once you start putting in the work for it and putting in the effort for it, like you and I both have, it really shows. Like the community gives the love back to you for all that hard work you've put in, and I don't know. I really fuck with that.
Oh God. And I fuck with your shit mainly, bro, because it's like you just yourself, bro. Like you every time you come in my chat, bro, you you on some crazy shit. I swear.
We don't gotta
Bro,
bring up that last time. We ain't gotta-
oh my God.
Oh my god.
All I
Hey, I'm gonna
know
need
is,
them fruit
bro,
snacks, gang.
that shit was just hilarious. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I was gone. I was gone.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Oh my god! But like, it's moments like those that really validate you as a streamer. Cause like, what the fuck?
Like, bro, how you gonna come in my chat? Like, and it's not even you, bro. Like, literally, you just Paris come out of nowhere in the cut, bro. And she's like, oh, and I was like, yo, so who wants Waffle House? Or like, who's craving it? Next thing you know, Paris wants to go completely left field and say something entirely different about Waffle House. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's something.
Hey man, she wanted that extra whipped cream on a waffle. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Man, all I know is that I'm just oh my god, I've never heard something that insane, dude. Just never seen it, never heard. That is my first time ever seeing something that crazy. And Tato's like, hey yo, now he catching on now. He like, what do you mean by that?
Gone out here confused. You had to be in chat. For the YouTube vid, I'll edit it in what happened, but like,
I literally have a whole highlight I could send you, bro,
oh my
because
god, please
what can I
do.
get some of that is crazy.
You know, it's down bad academy right now.
Literally, bro.
Oh
The
my
ve- the
god.
most the most zestiest and yet most hilarious school.
Yeah.
Keeping said I'm gonna need to see. I got the camera out.
Hey, no screenshots, please. No screenshots, please.
He, s- he said I'm on X time in this man. So
Oh my
Amaya,
god,
no.
bro.
Amaya, no, please, no, not this again.
We got a bunch of sinners in the chat, man.
No, no. It's demon timing.
Hell no, hell no.
Oh no.
It's 7 p.m. Relax, yo,
It's
relax, yo.
it's 7 p.m., bro. It's not even 3 a.m. yet.
But see, it's moments like these that will always outweigh all the bad shit that happens.
Oh God, it really do.
And I remember, especially like earlier on, I used to stream to like one person, and then I would see my view count go up to like two or three. I would get so hyped, and then it would just be like the like spam bots. Like,
Oh
like
yeah.
click this link for like 500 followers. And I'm like, yo, can I get a real human
Yeah.
next time, please?
They always do that shit to any streamer, bro. I'm still trying to figure out how to get rid of a lot of them bots that be sitting in your like streams and shit. Like they
Mm-hmm.
don't leave. It's like those bot accounts that just like
Facts
sit
like
there.
another TTV viewer or some shit like that.
Yeah. And it's like there's a way to get rid of them, but it's like I don't know. It's like you ban one, another one comes back. It's
Facts.
annoying.
And then, but it's weird because like they're there, but like they don't count as a view. So it's like
Exactly.
that's how
That's what
you
makes it so
know.
weird.
And
Because Twitch basically did try to find a way to get rid of them, but they can't ban them outright because at that point in time, Twitch at that point was having, I think, like a bot problem. So
they still do low key.
they really still do in general because you got people who are botting with president names. And I
Yeah.
remember this when I was streaming Castle Crashers. And bro, I just remember somebody named Barack Obama saying, I think, some really crazy shit. I can't even remember, but bro was saying some out of pocket shit.
That boy Obama watering on Twitch.
You know, Obama took the edible wrong, bro. I swear. Michelle
Hell
should have
no.
put that shit back.
On God. Love life.
Oh boy.
I know. I know you said you had a little thing in the past that didn't go too well. Would you
Indeed.
care to explain?
Man, it's like it don't hurt to talk about it, but man, it was a experience. So I guess I'm gonna just give y'all a whole story time, bruh. Met her in high school. I was senior. She was junior. So
Okay, good, good.
let's
Cause
just
I was finna
say,
judge you heavy. Not gonna lie.
hmm,
If you said freshman, I was gonna end this whole shit. But
nah, bro.
continue,
I am not.
continue.
I am not no motherfucker that is here for some cases, bro. I am not a weirdo. I swear on my life, bro. I am not that type of person. That shit is weird, bro. But um, W Super C.
You niggas is wild, bro.
Y'all not gonna have me lock in on this conversation. Y'all just making some really great jokes right now. I ain't even gonna lie, but I'm gonna have to just lock it in. Okay. All right. So long story short, with that high school shit, I met this girl. Basically, kind of rizzed her. She was going through some shit with some other dude. It was like, okay, whatever, do you. Next thing I know, I meet this dude. This dude is a whole type of problem. Like we do get mad at her while playing the game, scream at her all kinds of shit, and then he wants to have the nerve to take that shit out on me. And I was like, all right, bro, we can just 1v1 in Brawlhalla right now. Like I'm tired of it. Cause I got tired of his toxic shit. So I fucked his ass up in Brawlhalla. That nigga never came back. I told him, don't bitch me out, bro. Don't do that shit to me.
Damn, bro lost his girl in a 1v1 on the game.
Nah,
Niggas ain't even
nah, I
fight in
didn't
person.
beat him in that one. Like I beat his ass 3-0 in that shit. That's when I used to play that shit. I guess like casually. I never played that shit competitively, but I just never took that shit seriously. And at the time, all three of us were playing it. Like it was her friend, that's the whole girl, and just her. Like that was it. We were just fucking around playing the game. He joined, and then he just started talking shit. And I was like, I unmuted him. I was like, all right, bro. I'm hearing you talking shit. Like, leave me alone, bruh. Like, if you really trying to take this shit serious, I will son you right now
Honey
with no hesitation.
Dipper. What's
Like, I
good,
don't care.
gang? Welcome to the
I ain't gonna
podcast.
fight
Welcome
you
to the
over some game
podcast.
IRL, but I'll definitely beat your ass on this game. Beat his ass in the game, left me alone. He knew I wasn't playing, but I just hear him screaming at her at like literally hours later, and I just hear her crying and shit. But I took care of it, all that shit. But really, after a while, bro, it was just me being cool with her. Next thing you know, we got together. And after that, bro, it was pretty chill until I would say a certain point where she thought I was being manipulative or some shit because of how she had so many issues trying to communicate. And I started picking up on the flags, and when I sat back, I started picking up on flags and shit because she used to tell me how she had a lot of friends that would backstab her and mislead her and lead her on all kinds of shit. And I started to peep why she keep her friends around because she don't think for herself. She lets them decide for her and shit. She basically follows what they do. She's not really a woman of her own accord. She wasn't really self-independent as I
Yeah.
thought she was to a degree. Like, yeah, she could do shit on her own without a man, but you let your friends dictate what you do without you realizing it because you're so blinded by your love for them.
Cannot fuck with that. Red flag number
And
one right
that's when I
there.
realized that because when I told my fam that, they was like, I'm surprised you didn't notice because you were so blinded by that shit. I was like, yeah, I was. So after a while, bro, I put my foot down, told her how I felt. And next thing you know, she wanted to start bawling, crying. Her friends come protect her. They start calling me a dumbass nigga, all kinds of shit, bro. And
As
I
they
just
do.
sat there like, yeah, like they thought I was like a whole bad dude over whatever she told them. And I just sat there like, bro, simply put, my intentions are still in the right place. I still wanted to help her. I just want her to talk to me. It's the fact that she felt so afraid and so scared and so silent and reserved to not talk to the person that literally cared about her. Like, why is she bringing this to y'all? Isn't it supposed to be between just me and her? And the fact that you want to sit here and tell me like who told you you could break guidelines and mess up a break? Like, bro, I can mess up a break if I want to. I could tell her, yo, let's talk. Like, you don't dictate that. I can dictate that. Me and her dictate that. So it's kind of like, who are you? Like, you don't know me. You just know what she tells you. You basically just you just a side character that nobody wants to even acknowledge, bro. Or at least that's me, because how are you gonna tell me who I am and what you think I am when you don't know me, bro? You don't know what I've done in this life, and I don't know what you've done in this life. So, like, why are you doing this shit? Because I didn't have beef with him at first, bro. And that's why I'm saying communication is a lovely thing, bro. Because people think when you tell them, right, oh, if you're not communicating with me, like, how can I trust you? She immediately thought that shit was toxic. I sat there like,
Toxic. Oh, hell no.
how is that toxic, bro? Like, I'm just telling you, I don't trust you like that. And that's the one thing I mainly told her. But kept sitting there thinking in her point of view or her worldview, I was manipulative and toxic for just trying to give advice and help her. And after a certain point, I got so tired of her not really listening. And I just realized, like, bro, I can't help this woman. This woman is just like she's too far gone. Like, and she was a nice person. Like, she was a sweet girl. But bro, once I saw the real her, I was like, I need to get away from you because we are two different opposite people. You like going out and doing crazy shit, and after the fact, when I tell you where you at, you don't want to say nothing, and you want to act like I'm an asshole for you just simply asking you where you at. Okay, so do you like it's obvious you have a whole different way of thinking that I would see as warped, and you really don't care. And once I put the fucking like put pieces of the puzzle together, bro, I was gone. I didn't care. I told her, "Have a good one, bro."
As you should.
Like, and now, bro, I don't know what she doing, and I don't care no more. To be honest, it's just at that moment, at that point, I can just say, as of recent, that whole situation with that girl defined my even more of my character. Like, I learned who I really was because for the longest, I thought after that situation, bro, I thought I was a terrible ass person because I thought I was kind of gaslit low key into thinking I was manipulative as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she even told me. Like, the first thing she told me when she came to my house to talk about, she was like, "Why are you so manipulative? Why are you so controlling?" I was like, None of that even came to mind, nor was that my intention. I don't know what's making you think that, but okay, I'm sorry." Like, I literally just kind of gaslit. She kind of gaslit me, and I kind of just put myself into that. Like, I tried to look from her point of view, and I was just like, how is this manipulative or controlling? And everybody I talked to about this shit, they even told me I was wrong, but I still believed I was like an asshole. Like, I thought I was a terrible person. When in reality, as I sit back and think about it, like months later, after just getting over that shit, it's not really. I was never really a bad guy. I was really just doing all I could to help.
Mm-hmm. Do you think
But
that that affects now how you look at potential relationships with other people?
um, to be honest, it is very hard now to just kind of give the same emotion because I've always felt so afraid of the fact that I'm just gonna get hurt again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I literally am with somebody right now, but it's it's like I can give her love. Like, I literally show her love. Like, I care about her. I literally show her love. I care about her. I nurture her. I give her advice. I help her, and she appreciates it. Like, literally, she loves me for me, bro. And
That's a wonderful thing right there.
it's just so fucking hard because I've told her this. Like, she knows this. So it's like we've sat down, talked about this, and she understands everything that I'm telling you right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like she just she just understands me, bro. Like, she can communicate with me. And it's so rare to find somebody in this world that can communicate. I swear to God, it is hard as fuck. Because for me, it has been a pain in the ass to find that. Because every female I've met prior to this one were dry. They just didn't want to talk. They would like to hide shit. They just didn't want to put up to it, bro. And some of these women have been older than me, like 23. Like, some were like my same age, or they were like a age under, like 20. Like, bro, I swear, I've been through some shit, bro. But mainly it's just the fact that it's hard for me to love that same way and give all of that like 100% of love again because I mean, shit, it's like I put my walls up because I just don't want to get hurt. I don't want to go through the same shit again. It's just like, bro, I was at that time, bro, I felt like I was a whole different person. Like, I didn't know who I was. That's how bad it felt.
Mm-hmm.
So I really I just tried so hard to let them walls down again, and slowly I'm letting the walls down now. Like, them shits is just lowered now, but I still have that feeling in the back of my head that the same shit just gonna happen again. But I just can't think that way anymore, especially with the same people or different people, because every way is gonna be different. Every female is different. So I can't, and I ain't saying like I'm generalizing. It's just I'm just afraid, bruh.
I feel like, I don't know, with that, I don't think getting that thought like this will happen again. I don't think getting that thought out of your mind would be helpful. I think it's actually better to keep it in the back of your head constantly, because if it does happen again, it won't be as much of a like a
It's so
shock.
painful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like, well, in the back of my mind, I always thought this might happen again. So mentally, you're prepared for it a little better. You can deal with it and come back faster than, of course, when it happens the first time.
right.
So I think, I don't know, a big part of our past relationships is to help us grow and understand ourselves more for future relationships. And I feel like the fact that you did that, especially from such a tough situation, can like really show you how strong of a person you really are. Like,
True.
even if it happens again, um, not saying it will, not saying it will, but even if it does happen again, I feel like you know who you are a bit more now. You've centered yourself in your belief in yourself a bit more, so it's a bit easier to deal with it next time it happens.
Definitely. And man, I've been through like that's just really one of them shits. Like that's just the main one I want to talk about. Everything else is really some small shit I got over. But this one really just hurt a lot because I really cared about that person. Like I really wanted to help her. I really saw a future with this person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I just felt so hurt. It was just so fucked up. I just didn't know how to really feel. Like, bro, it took me a couple days to get over that shit. Like, actually, no. Like, took me a couple days to really get over like the emotional like trauma, but like it took forever to kind of like get rid of the thoughts in my head,
Yeah.
like of the person. After I got rid of the person, I knew I was okay. The situation though, that shit will never leave probably because that shit just made me into a stronger person, and I never knew I was really that strong to really just realize that and put up with it for so long. Like I was surprised. Like to this day, I still don't really understand, why people call me like a strong individual. Cause it's like, bro, I've just always seen myself as me. And maybe my one thing is that I don't really realize when I be doing things like I know when I'm doing something wrong, but when I don't realize when I'm doing good. I think like I just autopilot it so well to the point where I'm like, I think this is just me. I don't even
Yeah.
realize it. So it's just like, man, I'm just glad to not really be dealing with somebody like that, and I'm glad to be with somebody who is there for me, reassures me, loves me, and just tells me everything's gonna be okay. And she supports me through every single thing, even my streaming. She's just always there, and so far she has not left my side yet. And I feel like that's just all I wanted. I just want somebody who I can trust and just have faith in.
Nice.
That's it.
Do you feel like you found your person?
I feel like I definitely did for sure. I
Oh
wouldn't. I don't
shit.
regret it either.
Goldie found him a for lifer. Indeed. I mean, that's such a beautiful thing. I feel like I don't think everyone should go through that kind of situation that you went through.
Yeah, cause I was talking to Irie about it, and she's like 30.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I went to her mainly about mostly my relationship stuff. The main thing she told me is that it's definitely not a good thing I'm going through that at such a young age because that's
Yeah.
definitely going to warp how you think. And she was not wrong because the main thing I really took away from it, especially after my dad told me what he wanted to tell me about the situation, is that it's like I know this is like a very vague way to say it, but this is exactly how he told me. It's like you should not really give your heart so much to females anymore. And I was like, he's not wrong, but it's very hard to do that when that's all I've done all my
Mm-hmm.
life. Because that means now I have to hold a certain amount of doubt and amount of love. Not like like withhold something, but like I just can't
Give your
give
all.
all of that
Yep.
anymore. So it's like I have to have a wall up. I have to have a cage up. It's hard now because it's all I was used to doing. So after I learned that from her and my dad, I was like, fuck. Like now it's just difficult now.
Yeah.
But I'll manage it. Shit.
I felt that. I think so I have gone through that situation when I was in like high school, like early high school. I think
Yeah.
I don't know, the only way that really got me out of it was like focusing on something that I absolutely love to do. Like I feel like everyone has something that they're made for, like they're perfect for. And
Right.
I think I was lucky to have found mine, all of mine, like very, very early on. So I kind of like I noticed I just started pouring myself more into my work, like my writing, my dancing. That literally became me. Like you really couldn't distinguish them from each other. Like I don't know. It's like if you looked at something I wrote, you was like, oh yeah, that's you. Or like when I'm dancing, you would see like I don't know. My dance teachers have always said there's a lot of pain in my movements, and I'm like, nigga, you don't know me. How do you know that? How you know that? Like, who you
Reading
work
my
for?
agony in my dance moves is
Literally.
crazy.
Or a lot of my choreo, like a lot of the songs I would choose, they would be like really sad love songs. Like all my poetry is like really sad love poems. And I don't know. I feel like that shit, like, it kind of put me in a space where I had control over the things I was feeling and doing, and it stopped it from controlling my thoughts as much, like controlling how I view myself as a person, or as like for someone to love, kind of thing, you know.
Right.
And over the years, I have found people that I don't know, not like validate my every choice, but like they acknowledge it, and when I'm wrong, they'll speak up about it instead of just like having these reserved feelings and building them up for so long, and then one day they just snap and let it out. It's
Yeah.
more of a communication thing, like you said. It really is does come down to communication. Um, just like letting each other know when they fuck up. Like letting people know how you feel. Like you really gotta, not even I don't know. As an adult now, because we're all adults now, I feel like
True.
as an adult you have to be more open with your feelings. Not like I don't know, putting all of yourself out there. Not really just being a completely open book about every single thing. But when something affects you, I feel like you need to speak up about it. You know, because holding it back, holding that resentment towards everybody is I don't know, it really just fucks with you internally, like mentally. It'll have effects on your physical health too. And I feel like
Definitely.
yeah, I feel like if you don't talk about your feelings more, or talk about what you're going through a bit more, or to other people, it won't help you at all. I feel like it won't help you internalize these feelings and understand them, and it won't help other people understand why you're doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah. Cause it'll basically just eat you alive and you won't really just have a essential outlet to express those feelings, you know? Because excuse me. Cause it's like if you don't really get the support that you
Expodio was
need
good,
when
gang.
you
Was good,
go
gang.
through
Welcome
those
to the
kinds of
stream. Welcome
things
to the
or those specific
podcast.
situations, it's kind of just going to be more difficult for you to overcome those obstacles in life
Facts.
because you are basically going to become more dependent on, just others with anything else in life. So it's kind of like, you just be more, you'll kind of be a lot more anger prone.
Mm-hmm.
You'll kind of just bottle things up and shit. Frankly, I'm really just talking about myself to a degree with myself. So, frankly, the only difference is that I don't really depend on a lot of people. Like, I'll really just go to people I trust, but I still bottle my
Thank you
own
for the
shit up from time to
follow,
time, but
gang.
I let it
Appreciate
out
you.
to people that I trust.
Let me know what your
So
pronouns are,
it's like
and so I can
difficult
address you
because
properly.
I'm
Appreciate you.
still autopiloting and defaulting to my normal defense like mechanisms with my when I'm dealing with like verbal insults, all kinds of shit, bro. And this could be shit that's like happened from years that's just pent up anger. And I'm like a person that really I don't hold grudges, but like if I know that like people are like fucking with me and it's these same people who do that shit over and over and over and over and over and I've dealt with bullshit from different people, it's like kind of just bottled up and pent up anger. So it just sits there
Mm-hmm.
until it gets like lashed out or unleashed on somebody.
Yeah.
And it isn't like I'm just gonna snap on somebody. Like I'm still in my right mind, but like if somebody like does some stupid shit where they try to hurt me, all of that anger essentially is explode just explodes on them. Pause. So I'm basically saying that I'm gonna beat somebody's ass if they try to harm me in any shape or form,
Mm-hmm.
and that anger just comes out, bro. And it's like I thought that I kind of like conquered that part of me, bro. Tano saying resume is crazy, but I thought I could literally like I mastered how to control that anger, but I've learned that over the years, pretty much expo that emote explains my anger right there. But like I've learned that I can't control my anger to a degree. It's like if I'm gonna let that motherfucker out, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's like and that's only if someone's trying to hurt me or threaten my life. But it's like, bro, I just know how angry I get when people fuck with me, bro. And it's so difficult to just channel that shit and just let that shit just subside. It's like all my life, bro, I've just kind of conditioned myself to just bottle shit up and keep it pushing. Cause as long as they're not fucking with me, like physically, I'm good. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a challenge sometimes. It's a very difficult challenge because a lot of my life, bro, I've been bullied. I've been bullied for shit. Like
Damn.
motherfuckers used to tease me, spread rumors. This used to be in like middle school, elementary school, a little bit of high school, but after a while, bro, people stopped fucking with me because they knew I was not a person to fuck with. Somebody tried fucking around with me, and they learned that in that equation, you find out. So he fucked around, and he damn for sure found out.
Mm. Have you found, as an adult now, have you found ways to kind of, I don't know, relax yourself from any situations?
Amaya says she has a question. Both of us can answer if we want, since we're on the relationship topic. What is it, Amaya? But what was the question though, X? Just in case, my fault,
Oh
man.
yeah. Have you found ways to kind of, like relax your mind, get basically into like a calmer state now?
Mostly playing the game gets me in a calmer state of mind. I would say my room is kind of like my safe space.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse because I'll get into more depth about that. But like I've literally done meditation, like just sitting down, blinds open, and just looking outside.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll just go outside, walk my dog, or shit, I'll just literally work also clears my mind too. Like really anything that gets me just out of the mood where like I'm productive doing something,
Mm-hmm.
it clears my mind. So it's like I can kind of just go immediately into a zen moment. Like I just lock in and I just have this face of like pure like just like bliss. It's just perfect. Especially the game. It's just perfect.
I fuck with that. I know, for me specifically, it's like a lot of writing stuff down or literally just being active, doing something. Like when I'm at work,
Right.
I don't really have to worry about anything because I'm not. I don't know. It's like I'm at work right now, so I don't have to. I'm not really able to focus on a bunch of other shit outside. You know?
All right. Yeah, I feel it though. Shit. Cause it's like pretty much what my mom taught me is that idle hands create more problems. So think of it as idle hands means idle time means idle thoughts. So it's like, man, it's better to be productive than doing nothing. Cause if you ain't doing nothing, you're gonna start thinking the shit that you ain't supposed to be even thinking about. But
Yeah.
um Amaya says, you said communication was harder for the last relationship. Do you find it just as hard, easier, or is it harder just because of that last situation? And if it's harder, and I agree with that, Expo, definitely for sure. How do you think you'll be able to find a balance? Um, with this relationship, I find it a lot easier. I find it a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful. Of course, you're still gonna have the typical disagreements and little like goofy arguments and stuff, but like at the end of the day, it's like we grown and just be like, all right, like figure this out. You gonna do this, or we can compromise that. Simple. If not that, we be like, do you just need space? Do you want to talk like talk about something different? She like, yeah, and it's that simple. It ain't really nothing to it, and frankly, that's all I want. Like
Yeah.
I don't want like arguments getting so drawn out and shit to where it's like it's affecting us type shit. Like we're grown. Like we kind of have an idea of just how to figure that shit out. Like we literally don't like arguing. Like we'll play around, but like we don't like legitimately like arguing at each other's necks and shit. That shit I don't see that shit as like healthy. It's just not
Facts.
healthy. But I appreciate that though, Maya.
And with that, I feel like I don't know. I think being able to talk to each other about something that upsets you without getting upset is super important in a relationship because it's it's different to be able to sit down and have a conversation with your partner than it is to try and talk to your partner and it end up being an argument because
True.
those are two different things. Like
Exactly.
because when you're in an argument, you're never gonna, especially when like there's yelling going on, you're never going to be able to see the other person's point of view
Factual. Because
because
it's
you're
like you're gonna be too busy trying to throw your point of view type
exactly,
shit.
exactly. So it really does all come down to communication at the end of the day. Like
And
if you can't talk like an adult in a relationship, you're it's not going to work because over time it's not going to solve any of your problems. Those problems are going to keep reoccurring, and that just builds more and more resentment.
literally that, bro. Because it's like this. The chick I was with before, bro, she literally like built resentment because of the fact that I just want her to talk, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, bro, how you try? Well, like, why do you resent me saying like, yo, why don't we talk? Like, bro, like I know you. Like you shut down when it start getting too serious. When I'm just asking you, like I'm trying to help you. It's like, bro, if you don't want the help and you want to just sit here and do all this stuff where you say you're doing self growth and self help, but not practicing what you preach by watching them videos, literally in earshot or in plain sight of me, bro. It's like why? And basically that's like if I gotta baby you to that point, bro, and you sitting here watching self growth and self help videos, who are you basically, bro? Like why?
Yeah, and I feel like with that, I think especially in her case, it's like she's been hurt in the past before,
Yes, definitely
and
was.
she didn't take the time to actually sit down and review uh not to victim blame or anything, but why she was hurt,
Yeah,
like why she couldn't get out of that position, and she didn't learn anything from it except that people hurt people. She
exactly.
didn't take that as a
Definitely
learning
that.
experience at all. She didn't grow from it. And that's where I think you kind of really proved to be the stronger person mentally overall because you took the time to learn from that experience, realize that you were hurt because it wasn't your fault and it was someone else dealing with their own shit, or well, not dealing with their own shit in that case, and you grew from it and became a strong person. And I feel like she just didn't take the time to do any of that, and it leaves her stuck in that same position until she genuinely sits down and looks at her past and considers her future relationships and whatnot. She's gonna be stuck in that same position, in that same
Yeah,
cycle of thinking she's gonna get hurt, so she'll try to like hurt them or excuse their actions or see it as something that it's really not.
definitely. And I agree with that. And I agree with that as well, Expo. I mean, shit, some people definitely should have their time to gather their thoughts and say what they need to say. But in the scenario that I was in consistently, like, she would never say what Amaya just said. She would never say that. She would just be quiet for literally, and I would just sit there. Like, I was patient to a front. Like, 50, I ain't even gonna front, bro. It would be like 5 minutes to an hour almost, just waiting for her to say something. That bad. She would just go complete sleep mode like an Xbox. Sleep mode. She would not do a damn thing. She would sit in that same spot, no emotion, no expression, just quiet. And it would just be like, bro, how are we supposed to like get through shit if you just don't want to say nothing?
Yeah, it's like we're we're not having a conversation at that point. At that point, it's me
You're
talking
angry.
and you ignoring me,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
obviously
Like,
ignoring me.
it's like you have something against me or something that you not telling me, and it's like you so afraid and you're trying to mask it as you're so afraid to talk to me because you think that I'm not gonna help you or I'm gonna hurt you. Like, bro, I'm not verbally abusive. I'm not physically abusive. I'm not going to sit here and judge you for your thoughts. I want to talk to you. So like, what in your right mind thinks that? Exactly why I didn't want to be around her anymore, cuz she was just too much.
And I feel like the no response shit is worse than arguing.
And saying nothing after a while kind of just impacts it says a lot about the person. It depends on the situation, but like as long as you say I need to gather my thoughts and then talk when I'm ready, that's different. But just saying nothing, that is a whole different scenario. That
Yeah.
is like saying I don't know what to do. I've never been with somebody like this, or I have nothing to say to you anymore.
Because like at that point, you're not even acknowledging what I'm saying to you. Like it's like you're not even acknowledging that we're in the position that we're in. You're acting like nothing's wrong or nothing's happening.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Expo. I've given her space before for a lot of the shit, bro. Like I've literally let her do her. I'm like, bro, do you need space? She would say nothing, or she would just like move her head some weird ass position. Like she would just be afraid to say yes or no. I'd just be like, all right, I'm just let you do you. And most of the time, it would end up with me just going home because I didn't want to deal with her being that way. Cause it's like I sat there for like an hour or more just waiting for you to just give me a response or something. I'd be like I'm gonna just let it breathe. Exactly. Like I'm gonna just let it breathe. And next thing you know, she didn't want to do nothing. So it's just like, like what the fuck? And the crazy thing is like with that Tano is that I broke up because of really that shit right there. It's just that communication shit. It's like, bro, I literally can peep and read energy with people. So it's like when I know you acting distant or like you afraid, I can read it like right as day because I can read body language, I can read eyes, I can read literally movement. Like so it's like when I feel an aura's off and I can even see how you're moving, it's like, I already know how this gonna get. So I just prepare myself mentally for that. But yeah, it was a lot of shit I had to deal with this woman, bro. It was a lot.
Nice. Alright, alright. On a lighter topic.
Right.
Okay, not a lighter topic, I'm
He said, let's just throw a more
lying.
heavier topic.
Yeah, a heavier topic. In general, do you feel like you give more than you receive?
I feel like shit. This is definitely a difficult question. It's like a 50-50. I would say, to be real, cuz it's like I give and I receive. But at the same time, majority of my relationships, I mostly gave without really sitting back and seeing how much they received. After a certain extent, I watched how they moved, and then I started to really see how much they didn't care like that. And they just started building some awkward ass resentment towards me. Some of them just built resentment towards me because I was so damn nice, and they've even like quoted, like, "Oh, you're just too nice for me," and I just sat there like, "Nigga, what?" So,
Hey, yo, back up, gang.
so it's like, bro, I was like, you know what? After that, I convinced myself that I had to watch that shit.
I feel like in situations like that, a lot of times you just have to realize that, like, okay, they're feeling this way. I just gotta fall back. Like,
Yeah,
and it's not like, okay, I'll give you some space. It's like, no, cut ties with that person immediately. Cause I don't know. Cause it's like that kind of thing. It doesn't really go away. It doesn't leave a person's mind.
it doesn't.
No matter how much space you give them or how much time you give them, it really just won't leave their mind. It'll always, even if like they come back into your life and everything's cool for a while, they're always gonna have those kind of thoughts in the back of their mind. They're always gonna have that same resentment towards you. So it's like leaving them in that situation completely, like 100% out of it, will always be the better option.
Definitely. But yeah, man, it's just a matter of making sure that you just. Oh nah, Maya said she gonna steal that shit. You might as well make that a sound by now. You might as well make that a sound by now.
Bet, bet.
You might as well make that shit a
I'll send
sound
you the
bite.
clip. You can make it one too.
That's a bit. I need that shit. Imagine motherfuckers spamming that in my chat, bro.
Nigga, what?
Nigga, what? But man, it's just a matter of making sure that people are taking care of you and looking out for you the same way. Like, I ain't saying you gotta spoil them, like you gotta spoil your shorty or nothing like that. I'm saying like both of y'all get out of my ears is crazy. But like, I'm just saying like, what's like the best way to put it? Like, spoil each other both, but like, you know, just show each other love like the same way. It's kind of like a two-way street type shit. So, you know, don't like overdo it. Don't just throw money or gifts at each other, but like always like just show love outside of gifts and shit. Like just the same way, bro. Cause if you just giving shit and they just taking and they not giving back, it's like what am I doing wrong? And then a lot of shit gets lost in translation and shit like that, and it just causes more problems, and that shit just snowballs. So it's just nah. It's just that's too much shit. When you just giving and not receiving, it causes a lot of unintentional shit to pop up, and it's basically partners just snap at each other. It just becomes weird.
Yeah, I think Chris Rock has this quote from one of his shows, um, where he says, in a relationship, it's never 50-50. it's always you give 100% and they give 100%.
Right.
It's the only relationship that works is one where you're both there to serve. Like it's like I don't know, a way a relationship should work is like you do things for them without expecting to get something back, but still
Exactly.
getting something back. It's like, and when you do receive something back, you appreciate that. It's not like, and it shouldn't be like, okay, I'm gonna like you said, it shouldn't be through gifts or anything. Like, okay, I'm gonna buy her this, that, and the third, and she's gonna buy me this, that, and the third as well. It's not like that. It's more like, I don't know. You give a certain level of comfort to your partner, and they should be giving you that same level of comfort back.
Factual.
Mm-hmm. It's not
And it's
through
like
facts, expo. It's through actions.
literally through actions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, the way I see it, if you don't gotta do nothing for a reward in return, bro. But it's pretty much what Expo said, man. It's through actions. Like you gonna see if somebody gonna give, and who's gonna receive, and who's just there taking your shit. And like if like you gonna see who's giving, and you gonna see who's doing both, and you just gonna see somebody who's just taking the shit. Like they just like, I'm just gonna run you, and you ain't even
Literally.
gonna notice it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really just all about observing type shit. And if anything, relationships make you a lot more observant, not
Facts.
only of like people but yourself.
I don't know. I feel like it takes so long to for a lot of people to realize when they're in like such a bad position already.
Definitely.
Cause it's like, oh, especially for people that are newer to relationships and the whole dating scene and whatnot. It's like you don't really know what's wrong in a relationship and what's right in a relationship. But at a certain point, I feel like everyone starts to understand, like, okay, maybe I'm not in the best position with this person right now. And there's a lot of people that never realize it. Like, they never realize, um, I know there's like all the manipulative shit that's going on in the relationship, all the toxic shit that's going on in the relationship, and they never like at that point there's no way for them to learn anything because they're like,
Yeah.
well, this doesn't feel great, but this is really all I know, and so they don't have the thought in their head like, I could just fucking leave. I could leave the
Right.
situation.
And then it's just like they get so stuck in this standardized way of thinking where it's like it's okay to be in a toxic relationship and shit
Mm-hmm.
where they just taking my shit and I'm just giving shit. And it's like next thing you know, I mean, technically it becomes worse for them. Excuse me. Cause that one of them's just gonna grow resentful of this shit. So it ain't like it's gonna end well and they just gonna default into just being used to that shit. It's just gonna get worse.
Yep.
So it ain't like it's ain't gonna make nothing different. But man, it's just a matter of finding somebody that is just caring and for you. Like most importantly, just for you. If you want to have a relationship a certain way, go ahead. But it's like, man, just pretty much just find somebody who you know cares about you at the end of the day. Like they not gonna bullshit you. They not gonna steer you wrong. And if they do them two things, run.
As fast
Just
as you
run.
can.
Cause man, I could tell y'all a whole crazy story right now of how technically this wasn't even me like trying to date nobody or anything, bro. But I'm just gonna tell y'all a funny ass story. Cause I guarantee this is probably like one of your questions. If I had like any weird shit happen to me on Twitch.
Indeed.
Okay, so you want that to just be the next topic right now?
Fuck it, we already here, gang. You already brought it up. Let's
Fuck it.
go.
Fuck it, let's do it. All right, y'all ready for another story time? I hope y'all still got more popcorn. And y'all better have like 2 layers of butter on that
On
shit.
God, on God. Get some more snacks while you at it.
Yeah. But I'm about to start right now. So, gotta crack the knuckles first. All right. So, but, all right. So I remember this one time where somebody in my chat was like gifting subs. I think his name was Nevi or something. I don't know, but I think somebody in my chat like gifted me hella subs, bro.
W Flex.
And I was just like, bro, how the fuck? Because I was so confused. And I was like, I was hyped as fuck too. Because I was like, bro, how the fuck this even happened? And I was literally like, I was just so grateful for that shit too. Because I was like, how the fuck? Like, I still had so much was going through my head when I got that shit, bro. But aside from that, he gifted some female. And next thing you know, this woman come in this chat and she pretty much straight to the point start talking crazy. And I'm like, "Hello, ma'am. How are you?" Like I'm literally just I'm on some professional shit. Like I'm just cooling. And I was like, "How's your night been?" She said, "My night been good and everything." And next thing you know, she said, "Oh, I realized I got gifted to your channel. This is like my first time here, whatever." And I'm kind of just fucking with what's going on right now. I was like, "Okay, that's cool. That's cool." Next thing I know, she look at my fucking Instagram and she start looking at shit like the wrong way. So
Shotty
next
was
thing I
trying to
know, bro,
raise you
she
up.
pretty much that, but she was on some weird shit. Like this woman went in my Instagram, and at the time I had a Spider-Man cosplay outfit. And next thing I know, bro, she looking at my Spider-Man picture for the wrong reason. So you know how when you wearing a Spider-Man
If you print,
costume, right? Yep. And it is like you can't hide. Yeah, she got a bit. She was moving different.
Shotty
I'm
was on
telling
water
you.
park timing.
Yes, and I was like, bro, I keep like there's that was like out of my control. Like literally, when you put on that Spider-Man suit, that shit's out your control, bro. You can't do shit about that. You can't do shit about that, bro. So it's like, bro, I just sat there like, bro, this woman crazy. This would be crazy, bro. Bruh, Expo. That's the crazy thing. That was already there, bruh. It's just that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That woman was crazy. Next thing I know, this woman is just she's shooting all cylinders. She was texting me on Instagram, calling me as soon as I get out of work, bro. I was like, how the fuck? So I'm like, bro, this woman's weird. And all I wanted to do was just get to know this woman as a viewer, not even anything different, bro. This woman was weird. Like, next thing you know, she wanted to act like she didn't want anything of that sort to do with me, bro. And next thing I know, I was like, when I got home, I was like, bro, I'm about to just hang up this phone. Like, I found an excuse. I was like, I gotta like take care of stuff for my family or some shit. And I hung up that phone, never answered that shit again. And yet she wanted to see
Crazy, bro.
literally spam me kizzy faces and shit and all that shit and shit. And she would talk about how my voice is so sexy and shit. And I'm like, bro, I guess it's just a God's gift. And I just told her like I literally was trying to keep her the fuck away from me, bro. Tato, shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. And I swear, bro, the shit that scared me after I looked through her Instagram, bro, she was 32.
Damn, the boy pulling milf. Good shit, gang.
And bro, I was, of course, X would say that crazy shit, but bro, I was scared, bro. I was genuinely scared. I don't know how y'all say it's not bad, bro, but for me, I found that shit really creepy because, bro, she just met me and she already wanted to do that kind of shit. Like, don't y'all, that like, how do y'all not find that crazy? I guess that's just me. I find that shit weird. I find that shit low key weird to me.
Yeah,
Like,
that
you don't
is
even
weird
get.
though, cause like she don't even know you.
Exactly. Like you just gotta gift this sub. You just met me, and now you want to do that kind of weird shit. Nah, that scares me. That's creepy. And I talked to a lot of people about that. They were like, "Nah, that's creepy. That's straight creepy, bro." Like she didn't even try to say like let's be friends or nothing. I told her nope. She wanted to go straight to it.
God.
Literally. And it was like, bro, literally, Kiva, she was just trying to do some crazy shit, bro. I didn't even give her my location, none of that shit. I gave her nothing of that shit. Like,
Like she
bro,
don't even know your real name
bro,
for real.
exactly. She didn't know nothing about me. That's why I was like, bro, get away from me. Tano, shut up, bro. That's exactly one of the weirdest things she just said. She said that
What's
shit,
up,
and I
man?
quote, that's what she
Wait.
said, bro. And she literally said that shit. And then she was trying to do some weird shit where she was trying to make a black cat pun. And I was like, oh, fuck no.
She would
This
have
woman
definitely
really
done
built
that
with.
waffle trick on you, though.
Hey, shut up, bro.
I'm
Shorty
just
was
saying.
too
I'm
busy
just
trying to.
saying.
Shorty was too busy trying to play fucking Felicia Hardy and be a cat burglar with me and shit. Like, no, stay away from me. Go back to Peter.
She
She
wanted your
wanted you to
golden
arrest
scepter, man.
her.
Crazy,
She
man.
wanted you to arrest her. And the fruit roll up, fruit by the. Oh hell, dog! You keep bringing up this fruit roll up. What is with y'all
Hey,
niggas in
man.
fruit
I'm just
roll
saying.
up?
I'm just saying. If you ain't tried it, don't knock it till you tried it, gang.
Oh my god. Yo, motherfuckers keep bringing that shit up. Like at this point, every hour a fruit roll up. Every hour.
But no, I feel like that. I don't know. I wouldn't say it just like comes with the space. It just is like a part of the space, you know? Because like it
Yeah.
goes back to like how a lot of it is we're really just vulnerable on the space on the platform, and there's not really much we can do about it.
True.
And we're exposed to a lot of different people, a lot of different types of people, and that's sadly one of them.
Yeah. Definitely. Expo saying I'm innocent, man. Man, to a degree I am, but it's like, bro, the shit people do. The shit people do just amazes me, bro.
Facts.
It's just, shit still. Like, I still laugh at that situation, bro. Like, literally, it is like the funniest thing that's happened to me on Twitch, like, so far to be. Amaya, oh my God. She, y'all are just really in your bag with these Spider-Man puns, huh?
Hey, man.
No. Oh Lord, no. Oh,
Low
motherfuckers feel
key
like
though.
Toby Maguire in 2002.
You could have had you a Mary Jane.
Motherfucker, I already got a Mary Jane. I'm proud of it.
Another one though.
You another one. This Goldie guy is weird. Climb my Empire State Building.
Hey, yo,
Hmm?
what does that even mean?
What? She wants your CPO. What? What?
No, bro.
I did the dance when I went to Expo. Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
That is literally that.
Yeah, Chad, y'all need help, bro. Y'all need help. Not a little, a lot, a whole lot of help.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. All right, bro. Y'all are some fools, bro. But I love this. I love this goofy shit, bro. I swear, I love this shit, bro. God damn it. Oh my god. Now everybody's saying they did that shit. Now I gotta go try that shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Now I gotta feel like Toby Maguire in 2002.
Mm-hmm. Ask Shawty if you can try to if she can try the fruit roll up thing. Yeah, just ask, just ask. I promise it'll be
Bro,
if she say yes, it'll be a good time for the both of
man, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that after this. I'm gonna ask.
you. Soon as this over, hey Shawty, come here real quick. Come here real quick.
Tell it, turn the lights off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Nah, this has been a W podcast, man.
Indeed.
I think we good to end it out on a lighter note.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that.
All right. With every streamer I do a podcast with, I always ask this question: where do you see
Mm.
yourself this time next year? So
Next
March
year,
2024. Where do you see yourself, either numbers wise, mental wise, physical wise? Where do you see yourself?
Hmm, that's a good question again. Man, I would say mentally way better. Way better. Low key. But numbers wise, I'm unsure. Very unsure with that. Very unsure with that. Very unsure with that. Cause I don't know yet. I feel like I would just be a person that would kind of just be able to just grow. I'm unsure where I would be in the next year, man. I would be very unsure. I just kind of
Goldie gonna
I just kind
have
of let
10K
life do its
followers
thing
in
and see
2024.
how it
I
go.
bet.
Yeah. I just kind of let life do its thing and see how it go. I can't really predict the future.
I like
I
that
just
answer.
yeah,
I bet. Do you see yourself still streaming?
definitely.
Oh, that's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear, man.
Definitely that.
Alright. Are you going to any events this year?
Any like Twitch like shit like Twitch Con, any of that?
Yeah. I know a lot of us are going to DreamCon.
DreamCon? Man, I've heard of it, man. But shit, everything Expo was saying though, I definitely agree with that, man. Like I really have no like idea where I would be like in 10 years, 5 years. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
let that shit do its thing, bro. Like I ain't saying I want to have 10K or any of that shit. But DreamCon though, sounds interesting though. Like I've heard of it, but like what is it? Just like TwitchCon?
Yeah. So it's like, so if you know RDC World and them, they have their
Oh
own
yeah.
convention. Yep. Every year. This year it's in Austin, so not too
Oh
far from where
shit.
you're at. Um, but yeah, it's really a black ass convention like TwitchCon. A lot of creators go. It's really a place to go have some fun, meet some of your favorite creators in the space, and of course meet up with a lot of the homies. I think last year I met 7 people outside of the people that I went with. I met 7 people for the first time that I have been in their streams or they've been in mine. And
Alright.
this year, I think we're going with 7 people in our B and B.
God
Yeah,
damn.
we're gonna have 7 in the B and B this time. Got a bunch of people we plan on meeting. It really is like a big creator meetup for all the homies. So
Definitely. Shit, I'm down for that shit because I want to definitely get into this shit on the like in a bigger scale too, for real, for real. Like just meeting people that I know through Twitch and shit, and just people that I fuck with. I'm definitely down for that shit. Just let me know how that shit go, cause shit,
uh,
I
I
really.
I think
Hmm.
this year, so there's no more ticket drops. They sold out already.
Oh, they sold out.
They
Fuck.
did 3 different drops beforehand, and they've sold out every single time within 2 hours.
Damn, 2 hours is
Yeah,
crazy.
I think the first drop they did, I was at work, and I literally stopped working so I could get my tickets, and they
Bro
sold
fought that
out
queue
15
of
minutes.
bots.
Literally, they sold out their first one in 15 minutes, I think. Yeah.
Alright, bet.
But next year I'm going again. So if you are potentially feeling like that's the thing, that's a move for you, let me know. I would love to meet you out there.
I'm down with that, bro. Shit, I might just. I mean, shit. Whew. It's just. I thought they was still selling tickets and shit, but nah, man. That shit. I was like, damn, I'm down with this. Till you said, oh nah, bro. They all gone. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they are gone. I think one of the homies has an extra ticket, but I believe she said she's using it for something. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that.
damn.
But next year for sure.
Definitely next year, I'm down.
Yeah, I think a bunch of us are gonna be out there and make some content. Like if you do have like maybe 2 off days, and you can pop out to Austin for if there's any chance, I would love. I know a lot of the people there would love to see you, especially for the
Just to like meet up type
party.
shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, shit, I'm
like the
down.
convention's great. It's cool and all, but I think going just for the convention, you're not gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of that shit, really, it's the fact that you doing that shit like, outside of it and shit. Like you basically building connections with people inside to go do cool shit outside of it. It's
Yep.
basically just there to just meet up. That's it.
Mm-hmm. The way I look
And
at it,
honestly, I've
it's
always wanted to go to Austin, so I might.
you know, you slide down, slide down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
chill.
basically look at it as a trip for like networking. It's kind of like a business trip, but it's really to network, meet new people, work with new people, and then strengthen the connections you already have.
Definitely that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the group staying there for a week definitely slide. Like
Yeah,
what days are
we'll be
like
there from the 26th of July, and then we leave on August 2nd.
shit. I'm gonna see if my
Yeah.
parents is cool letting me do a trip to Austin or just going down there and letting,
Man, put them on the
just seeing
phone with
how
me.
that
I
shit go.
promise you. Give me 10 minutes, they're gonna be convinced.
give,
Give me ten.
give me
Give me
10
20
minutes, they
minutes with your
gonna be
parents.
convinced.
They gonna be convinced that you can go to Hawaii solo. I promise
That man said that man Amaya said
you.
it's
See,
true, it works. On God, it works.
parents love you, man.
So
Parents love you, man.
that man X going to sit in front of the face cam with a whole suit and tie and a briefcase of
Well,
like reasons.
I will literally put out an entire PowerPoint presentation for you.
That man would literally just pull up a projector and put it on his wall and be like, "All right, these are the reasons why he should go."
Yep. Give me 30 minutes and they'll fund it for you. I'm just saying.
Literally, man. I just that man trade offer. Your son goes to Austin on the train back. The parents allow him to go.
This has been the W podcast, man.